Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Cooking with Janet. If you're just joining us, we're doing a mini pre-game for tea day, and we're also talking ghosting, sleep aids, and how to get over a trauma in general. Like I mentioned, I experienced a ghosting this week, and I'll tell you, that is not for the faint of heart. And when you're reeling from a trauma like that, you think you're headed down the path of maybe something nice will happen, and then you realize that it was all just a terrible lie and you got taken for a ride. You're going to want to use some coping skills. And when you're kind of going through the motions of getting beyond the initial pain of the ghost, you'll realize that your brain does you a solid. And that is, it makes the event feel very far away. It's like it was all a dream. And you can't quite put your finger on certain things. Everything's a little bit hazy. It doesn't feel like such a big deal anymore, even though you're still maybe hurting. And if you want to help that hazy feeling along a little bit, I recommend making a cocktail, specifically the Alaska. It's very easy. And, when you're going through something, you don't want to do anything rash. You don't want to go to Alaska. You want to make an Alaska. You don't want to go relinquish all your worldly possessions like that poor boy who died in the bus up there, which I will say that soundtrack to that movie is very good. Eddie Vedder, he's very talented. But I digress. You're going to want to make an Alaska. It's easy, and I'm telling you, one of these, it takes a sting right out. It's a very powerful drink, so to have one, maybe two, but definitely limit yourself to two. All right, so the ingredients of an Alaska are, you've got your chartreuse, which, fun fact, the color chartreuse is named for this alcohol. It is made by monks with the same recipe they had in France, 500 years ago. And this color, this is the yellow chartreuse, and that's why we have the crayon chartreuse, is because of this alcohol, which is, I think, very good. It kind of has a little bit of a, I don't want to say licorice, but maybe in the licorice family. And then we've also got this Hayman's London Old Tom Gin. And this Old Tom Gin is kind of more similar to what gin used to taste like. It used to be a little bit more on the sweet side. Now it's kind of more on the dry side. So you want this to be a little bit sweeter. And then to balance out all that sweetness, we've got some orange bitters. I'm just going to put a dash of that in there. And then round it out with a twist. You're going to put a little bit more gin in than chartreuse. It's about a 2-to-1 ratio. It's like 1.5 jiggers of the gin and then half a jigger of the chartreuse. And you can do it to your palate, but I will say the chartreuse is a powerful flavor, so maybe try it on the lighter side before you go a little heavy-handed with it. And you're going to pour that over a glass of ice. Dash of orange bitters. And then you just stir this puppy up, and you're going to stir that for about 30 seconds. And then you're going to get your twist ready. And I just like to take like a rind peeler, and I just go down the body of the lemon and get a nice piece of that rind for the twist. And then chill your glass. I have this fun glass waiting in the freezer. And then you're just going to pour this right into the glass. With your twist. And I don't know about you, but I'm ready to forget.